Before going online with an X70 SCADA pack, simply connect a standard USB cable between the programming computer and the USB device port on the RTU. This is not required if performing offline programming or configuration. When first opening RemoteConnect, the Start page allows you to create a new project, open an existing project, or read a project from an RTU. Here we will create a new project. Here we see the project settings page. On this page, the appropriate RTU type is selected. I'm using a SCADA pack 575, so I will select that. We can change the RTU's DNP address. We can make various other communication setting changes. I'll select Modbus IP client as we'll use that later, and then click Next. The PC communication settings page allows us to set communication method for talking to the RTU. I'll select DNP3 USB here, and then select Next, and Finish. And now the project is being created. Now that the project has been created, which takes a few seconds, here's the main RemoteConnect view. On the left is the network tree, where currently the default DTMs are displayed for communication to the RTU and for the settings of the RTU. When offline, we can right-click on the communication settings and go to Configuration to change the communication method to speak with the RTU. We can also right-click on the controller and go to Additional Functions and Project Settings to go back and change the communication settings or the device type. Other DTMs may be added if required. While My Network is selected, you can right-click and select Add. There's a long list of DTMs and more can be added. For example, a HART STB multiplexer could be added and then configured. In the main area called Configuration SPX70 Controller, the most obvious item is an image of the RTU type selected earlier. For ease of access to various configuration submenus, you can hover over a hardware item, such as a serial or Ethernet port, and get help or a configuration preview on that item. For non-configurable items, you can get help. If we click on an item, it will take us to that item's configuration in the tree view. You can use the green forward and back arrows to move around as well. At the top of the page is the toolbar. You can click the selector to the right of the Save button to save as or export the project. You can hit the X to close the project, or you can click the question mark to get help on RemoteConnect. There is an extensive help manual. The Configuration tab provides a menu tree for configuration of the SCADA pack I/O and communication devices. You can expand each area to find items of interest. We'll look at some of these in more detail. And here is the Objects tab, which takes you to a list of currently configured objects. These include both physical I/O points and items such as internal supply voltage and temperature. Also, you can open an object browser, or if you would like to create a new browser to view a subset of data points, you can add a browser as required. When you're ready to carry on, please continue to video number 3.